Hello, beautiful people of the internet. How are you doing today? My name is Jackie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I will be filming my Scrabble TBR game for the month of March 2022. I just want to let everyone know that I did make some slight changes to the way that my Scrabble TBR game works. I made an entire video describing all the rules of the game, so if you are a returning subscriber who wants to learn more about the new format changes, go check out that video. It's not very long, and this also means that I don't need to explain the rules in every single video anymore, because if somebody discovers my channel for the first time, they can just go watch that video, so I think it'll be a good thing to have in the long run. I mean, it's a free country, so you don't have to watch that video if you don't want to. Just know that we're doing something slightly differently around here, so it's probably a good idea you check out that video to make sure you understand what's going on. Now, the last time I made a TBR video was for January. How did I do with those books? I read every book on my January TBR except for Shakespeare Sonnets. However, I did surpass 150 points, so we will be getting a reward for this month's TBR. Now, in the past, I gave myself a free pick when I reach 150 points, and I'm not going to be doing that going forward due to the new format changes. However, the new reward for reaching 150 points is resetting the board, and obviously since this is a new change, I don't have to reset the board, so I will be giving myself a free pick this month. Before we dive into the prompts, let's talk about the books that I have to read this month. I am participating in the read-along hosted by Tori from Hufflepuff Discovery. In January and February, we all read Vanity Fair by William Thackeray together, and now in March and April, we'll be reading Gone with the Wind. I think this will be interesting to read with a group. It's a book that I probably wouldn't have picked up anytime soon on my own, but I think it will definitely have a lot of points for discussion, and I'm not really sure if I'm going to like the book or not, but I am excited to dive into it. Because we'll only be reading the first half of the book in March, I'm not going to put it on my TBR, but just know that I will be reading the first half of this book, hopefully in addition to my TBR books, assuming all goes well. I also want to participate this month in the Game of Tomes Readathon hosted by Mythic Pages, Bookmark Chronicles, and Robin Reads. This is a readathon. This readathon is inspired by the world of the Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire. Back in the origin story for this readathon in November, I chose to pledge my loyalty to House Stark. For this part of the readathon, every single house has 4 prompts attached to it, and there is also a group prompt. However, you can choose to betray the house that you previously pledged your loyalty to in the origin story readathon. In exchange, you thus have to complete a betrayal prompt instead of one of the 4 prompts for that house. And based off the books that I'm in the mood to read and how my Scrabble TBR words worked out, I think I am going to choose to betray my house and pledge my loyalty to House Tyrell. I'm so sorry. I love the Starks. They're my favorite house. And I was going to be loyal, but I just like the House Tyrell prompts better. And I want to put books on this TBR that I actually think I'll complete. So I will be betraying my house. I am sorry to betray the Starks, but I do love Marjorie and Lady Olenna, so House Tyrell ain't bad. Now let's dive into this month's Scrabble TBR prompts. Okay, so here we are with our first round featuring the new Scrabble TBR game rules. I actually decided to use the purple tiles for this round because I think they kind of match my manicure. But anyways, let's start off by picking 7 letters to begin. E, P, A, I T D and one A. So I am going to spell adapt and read a book that has a film or television adaptation. So the first prompt for this month is adapt, and I'm going to read a book that has an adaptation. I'm also going to couple this with the group prompt for the Game of Tomes Readathon, which is to continue a series you're currently reading. At first, I was going to pick a book in a fantasy series. However, things like, continuing the Lord of the Rings, continuing the Outlander series, those next books I have to read are really, really long, and I just don't know if that's the best option for me when I'm already reading the first half of Gone with the Wind. So I pivoted and I came up with another idea. For this prompt, I am going to read Murder on the Links, which is part of the Hercule Poirot series by Agatha Christie, and this was adapted for the TV series Poirot, so it works for the prompts, and it's much shorter than my other options, so I'm excited about this. I will have to get this book from the library as I don't own it. This is the second in the series. I'm trying to start reading Poirot in a semblance of chronological order. You don't have to, but I want to read all the books in the series, I think, so might as well start at the beginning. In this book, Poirot and Hastings go to France to investigate a murder on a golf course. That's all I really know, but I'm happy with how this first prompt worked out. R. Okay. U. J. E. B. Okay, so the word that I think I'm going to spell is tree, which includes the triple letter score on the E. And so I'll read a book that has a tree on the cover. I feel like I should have a lot of options for this prompt. Next, I need to read a book with a tree on the cover. For this, I'm going to read The Sanatorium by Sarah Pierce. This will also work for the betrayal prompt, which is to read the lowest rated book on your TBR. This is a mystery thriller. The main character is named Ellen, and she is a detective. She is invited to her brother's engagement party, I think, which is being held in the Swiss Alps at a hotel that many years ago used to be an asylum. And then during the festivities, her brother's fiance disappears. I don't really know what to expect from this because, like I said, it is the lowest rated book on my TBR, but we'll see how it goes. L. S. And O. LSO. Okay, so once again, I'm gonna keep this prompt a little vague to give myself more choices. And actually, there's two places I could spell this word, so which one do I want? I guess I'll just go at the bottom to give myself more space to play with up here with my other words. So I'm gonna spell blue, no extra points there, or either of them, neither of them had an extra point, but any, triple letter or anything like that. So for this one, I'm just gonna read a book with a blue cover that has blue on the cover. Any genre, any type of book. Next, I need to read a book with a blue cover. I'm also going to combine this prompt with one of the House Tyrell prompts for the Readathon, which is to read a book with a beautiful cover. So, blue and beautiful. I decided that for this, I'm going to read Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. Both the US and UK covers for this book feature a lot of blue and I think are pretty nice to look at, so I think this works for these two prompts. Ariadne is a book inspired by Greek mythology, and its main character is Ariadne, the Princess of Crete. She's a major figure in the myth surrounding Theseus and the Minotaur. I enjoy Greek mythology and I enjoy books inspired by mythology, so I have high hopes for this one. Also, the author either recently published another book or she has another book coming out soon, Electra. So I think it's probably time that I check out this first book of hers to see if she's an author that I might enjoy. Another E, okay. M. And X. Okay. I can't get it. Come on, guys. All of you have to make room for each other, okay? So I'm going to go with a prompt that one of my subscribers recommended to me. I don't remember who it was, so if it was you, shout out to you, you're amazing. And spell box, which also has the double letter score on the X. Oh God, I just messed it up. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm ruining everything. But this prompt can mean multiple things. It could mean think outside the box. It could mean a book that's fresh out of the box, as in something I bought recently. So thank you to the person who suggested this prompt idea a while back. We'll see what I come up with for this. Finally, box. This is a prompt that was suggested by one of my subscribers a few months ago. I don't remember who it was, so if that was you who suggested this, comment down below and I will give you a proper shout out in the comments. So I'm going to use this prompt to mean a book that's fresh out of the box, a book that I recently purchased. For this, I'm going to choose one of the books from my most recent haul, and that is The Lady Queen, The Notorious Reign of Joanna I, Queen of Naples, Jerusalem, and Sicily by Nancy Goldstone. I will also be using this for the House Tyrell prompt, read a book featuring politics, whether they be royal, fantastical, or governmental. Considering this is a nonfiction book about a famous queen from history, I think there will definitely be a fair amount of royal politics in this book. Considering this is the story of a powerful female ruler, I think Marjorie and Lady Olenna would approve because they are both very powerful female characters. So now I have a free pick for this month's TBR, my last free pick that I will be doing in these videos, and I also need to fulfill one more prompt for the readathon. So I decided that for my free pick, I am going to fulfill the House Tyrell prompt, read a popular book. This is a book that I think is wildly popular, and I kind of feel like I'm the only person who hasn't read it yet. It's a book that I am very excited to read, and that is In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. I kind of hate the title of this book, to be honest. It's so long, but I have heard nothing but positive reviews about this book. This is an adult thriller novel, and it follows 6 friends reuniting at their college reunion. Back when they were in school, a girl named Heather was murdered, and her murder was never solved, but the 6 friends are going to be forced to confront this event from their past, and apparently one of them is responsible for what happened to Heather, and somebody wants to bring that killer to justice. I am so excited to read this book this month. It's been so hyped, and I'm ready to experience it for myself and see if I enjoy it. So these are the prompts for this month's TBR. They will be back on the board next time. And these are the letters that I will be carrying over: I, J, S, E, M. And I still have all my special tiles. So we made it through the first month without using any of them. We'll see what happens next month. So those will be this month's Scrabble TBR picks. To recap, this month I will be reading Murder on the Links by Agatha Christie, Ariadne by Jennifer Saint, The Sanatorium by Sarah Pierce, plus The Lady Queen by Nancy Goldstone, and In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. God, that title is so long. I will also be reading the first half of Gone with the Wind for Tori's Readathon. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. I post new videos every single Wednesday. My social media links are down below if you want to follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, or be my friend on Goodreads. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a radiant rest of your day. Bye, and I hope to see you in the next video.